Hey everyone, welcome back to Leadership Unveiled. My name is Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt and I'm your host. Today we're here for day 7 of the 12 days of leadership, and I think I might be losing my voice, so bear with me. I'm sure after a night's rest, I'll be good, but it's been a long day. So today, to change it up a little bit, I want to give you 7, in honor of the 7 days of leadership, 7 of my favorite content creators on YouTube or the podcast that you could check out to elevate yourself in some other growth way. And one of them is just like a fun thing that I like. So I don't know how it's related, but I snuck it in there. So let's just get to it. So one of the topics that I love learning about is money and finances. And I think I've shared on here before, but if you haven't heard it before, is that I used to be really afraid to look at my bank account, and there's nothing to be afraid of. Like, honestly, guys, like I had nothing wrong in there, but I just had this like scarcity mindset, like worried like there's not gonna be enough in there, or there's enough in there, but maybe I'm spending on the wrong things. And I think it just stems from like growing up, we always had enough, but I never wanted to ask for more because I was afraid that maybe we didn't have enough. Like, we were just a normal family. My dad was a truck driver, my mom was a teacher. So it's just like something that I had to get over. And so then finally I was like, okay, Kayla, you have some credit card debt. You need to pay that off. Like, this is the moment. Like, there's no reason you should have this. You make great money, right? So in 2020, I started following, number one, the Budget Mom. She's wonderful. So her story is that she is a single mom, and that's kind of what started her to be on this journey to teach about budgeting and finance. So she's actually an accountant, and then left her job to do this full time, which is great. So she has the budget by paycheck method that I've used to really, it's not living paycheck to paycheck. What it is budgeting with every time you get paid. So I love that method. It works really well. It's mostly females in her community, but I find it super helpful. So check her out. She's out of Spokane, Washington. I just find it fun because I'm also live in a colder climate. So I think it's cool. Whenever she's talking about snow, I'm like, me too, girl. Me too. Minnesota. All right, my second person that I follow, my second content creator, where's my list? Here it is The Organized Money. So this channel is owned by Elena. She's wonderful. I actually took her the Organized Business course, so I know Elena personally, and she is a sweetheart. She owns a channel where she talks about money, obviously, but organizing your money in your life. So she has a planner system, but also she talks a lot about like saving, budgeting on paper. She does cash envelopes. So she's very similar to the Budget Mom, except I wouldn't say she has like this budget by paycheck method. She just teaches various ways to budget and helps you make sure that you can stay organized and do that on paper. So I love that about her. She also teaches on mindset, and I know that her and her husband just recently opened a church. So she's a pastor, which is really cool. So definitely check her out. I think she's out of Louisiana, so not cold climate. So I definitely envy her when I watch her Instagram stories of her going out in the warmth. But yeah, she's a light, and I would definitely check her out if you're interested in organization and money. So the second person I would recommend is the channel But First Coffee. This is run by Callie Branciforte. I think that's how you say her last name. She is a stay-at-home mom, but she has this full-blown YouTube channel. She's almost to 1 million subscribers, which is pretty cool. She has 2 kids. She has 1 on the way, and she is huge on organizing your life. So she doesn't call herself a minimalist, but she definitely is very intentional about what she brings into her home, and she has like an amazing organizational tips and tricks for everything. So I watch her videos to help me organize my pantry. So you always see people with these like really fancy, like everything matches, all like perfect containers, and what I learned from her is like it doesn't have to look like these like fake magazine things. It just has to be functional. So she always tries out like new Amazon gadgets and different containers and tells you like honest reviews. And she also is really focused on saving money because inflation is real and we're all on a budget no matter what salary you make. So I also really appreciate her playlist on how to do like DIY from the Dollar Tree, and like her frequent reviews of what's at the Dollar Tree. And she also always has like holiday related Dollar Tree videos, like what's next, like what fall decor do they have and how to buy it on a budget, because we all know we go overboard sometimes, and especially if you're trying to be a little bit more minimal with your home so you don't have as much stuff. She's great for that. All right, my fourth recommendation is the podcast Coaching for Leaders by Dave Stachowiak. So this is a leadership topic or a professionalism topic. I've mentioned him on the podcast before, but I've listened to various leadership podcasts, and I always seem to come back to Dave. I think he's probably over 500 episodes by now, so he's been going for a long time. One time I scrolled back all the way, and I think he has episodes starting from 2011. So he even says, like in his second episode, like, yeah, I changed the music because it was too 80s sounding. I'm like, good choice, Dave, good choice. So if you do nothing but listen to the intro, it's this wonderful guitar, and he's like, hello from Orange County, California, and I'm like, again, with the warm climate, like, take me there, please. Check out Dave's episodes. Basically, the format of his podcast is he reads books and then he invites those authors on the podcast to talk about the topics from the book. So it's amazing. Like, if you don't have time to read books, or if you want inspiration on what books to read, like, listen to his podcast and you will get so much knowledge in such a short amount of time. It's amazing, like, the amount of guests he's had on over the years. So definitely check out Coaching for Leaders. All right, the fifth content creator that I want to share with you is Simple Happy Zen. The person behind this channel is Vera. So she lives in the Netherlands, and I think I mentioned her before a while back, but she talks about minimalism, but also talks a lot about mindset, slow living, and being intentional. And the reason she started her channel was after leaving her corporate job where she had like actual burnout. Like, we talk about being burnt out, but we're still able to function. Like, she was diagnosed where she literally had to recover for an entire year, and still talks about how she's still recovering from it. So I love watching her videos. They're so, like, it's like a meditation sometimes watching her videos. So she is a wonderful, wonderful, kind human. She's definitely like a minimalist with her home, and she teaches you how to declutter. But she also talks about like the ways to think about this, decluttering your mind, thinking about healthy habits, being healthy in your mind and in your body. So definitely check out Veda. She's really cute. If you sign up for her newsletter, she'll send you sweet notes and like email you when new podcasts or new YouTube episodes come out. And I believe she has like a guided course for decluttering. So I would check her out. All right, getting towards the end here, my sixth content creator recommendation is The Minimal Mom. Dawn is the creator behind this channel. Find her on YouTube. I know she is from Minnesota, where I'm from. I have no idea where she lives, but I believe she lives on some sort of farm or like more land with her children. She has 3 or 4 kids, and married to Tom is how she always introduces herself. They're definitely minimalist. And the cool thing that I love about Dawn is she talks about stuff is inventory. So she's always like, yep, I take inventory. And it makes it wonderful because I feel like, so I'm definitely not a minimalist, nor do I think I want to be, but I want to use minimalist activities to manage my inventory and the stuff in my home. But I'm also not a hoarder, right? Like, I want to have items around me that make me feel good and remind me of good things, but also I'm very sentimental. So I have a hard time, like, any card someone gives me, like, I will save it forever and ever. Like, that's something like I don't want to do anymore because it's so much, right? Or like my mom gave me a gift inside of a box, and she told me when she gifted it to me, like, I found this adorable box I thought you would love, so I got it for you. Isn't it cute? And like now my husband's like, oh, I saw it in the garbage. He was like decluttering. And I'm like, oh my God, my mom gave me that. He's like, Kayla, it's a box. I'm like, but it's so cute. So anyways, she really talks about inventory, and her story was when she became a stay-at-home mom, she felt like she was failing because there was so much to do, like around the house, constantly picking up, cleaning, all of this stuff. And she's like, I couldn't manage it. And then she realized, like, I have too much inventory. So you can do so much more with less. And I love that. She'll even go like thrifting, talking about how you don't always have to buy new. She really talks about what makes people happy. And it's not stuff. And what I love what she's doing right now for the holiday season is she's talking to professionals like Dr. John Deloney. I believe he's a therapist, and talking about like what will really make your kids happy? Is it more stuff? And how do you have that conversation when like your budget's tight and you don't want to put everything on a credit card, for example? Like, is that going to matter? Like, do they really need all this extra stuff? Especially if you're a minimalist and you're trying to bring in less. So what matters more? So she's been really cool and intentional this season talking about creating memories and fun things to do with the kids. And I just like how she involves them in her day to day, where it's so easy to be like, okay, I'm going to go do this. Like, you guys stay entertained, just because it's easier to do it by yourself. But really bringing your kids into it, I think is awesome. So I know some of you watch my channel and don't have children, but some of you do. So I'm hoping that's helpful for you. Oh, and also she has a really cute recipe book. I don't have it, but she makes bundt cakes and has videos so on the YouTube channel. So I appreciate that. All right, number 7, my last content creator recommendation. Now guys, this has nothing to do with like elevating your life or being a professional or a career person. Like, this is just for fun. So I love the channel Royal News Network, and it's by Brittany. She just loves royals, everything royal, and she just loves to talk about royal fashion, what's going on. And so I think probably during COVID, it was probably just before, I saw channels that were featuring the clothes that Catherine Middleton or Kate Middleton would wear. And I like fashion. Like I'm not afraid to admit that. Like I really do. I wouldn't say that I've got like the craziest, most wonderful fashion sense, but I like seeing what other people are wearing. And Kate is a working member of the royal family, or I should say Catherine, and so she always wears these very tailored outfits and looks very business profesh. And so I kind of started watching there, and I went on this YouTube channel and found Brittany's channel, Royal News Network. So her thing is that she provides compelling royal commentary, a little bit of gossip. She does reviews of TV shows, and just kind of shares with us what's the latest and what's going on. So I don't know. I've been refreshing, waiting for her videos constantly. So I just thought I would share that. So thank you guys so much for being here for these 7 days, for the 12 days of leadership for day 7. So just to recap, check out the following content creators: The Organized Money by Elena, The Budget Mom by Kamiko Love, But First Coffee by Callie Brancaforte, Coaching for Leaders by Dave Stahoviak, Simple Happy Zen by Vida, The Minimal Mom by Dawn, and then Royal News Network by Brittany. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or leave me a review if you enjoyed this, and comment below which creator do you think you're going to check out next. All right, everybody, I will see you tomorrow for day 8 of the 12 Days of Leadership. Take care. Bye-bye.